Okay. So it is officially August. It's actually August 3rd today. So yes, it has been basically a full week since I last talked to you. Oh, she ready. But last week I was really sick. I literally couldn't concentrate for more than just like a few minutes at a time. So I didn't read any extra. Still have about 11, 12 chapters to go. It is Monday. It is the first day I'm going back to work after kind of not working for 3 full weeks. That was interesting. Just give him a little coffee creamer. Oh, baby. Love this one. I don't know. What's your favorite coffee creamer? If you use coffee creamer. I know I'm weak. I use a lot of coffee creamer. I'm just like, I want my coffee to be like off-white. That's my favorite flavor. Well, one of my meetings just got canceled today, so that's fun. So I'm here, I'm back. I've already done 2 phone calls today. Over the weekend, I started doing a little work, you know, just trying to get ahead of it, because I know that I can't work my full 8-hour days or even like my sometimes 4 to 6-hour days. So, started early, aka I started this weekend. But I probably need to call, like for work, I probably need to call like the mayor and all that fun stuff. Yes, my job is basically to call people. It is what most people think is hell. So my goal for today is to finish reading my book. I can already tell ya, I got a major rewrite coming. It's not just like, oh, I used there instead of there. It's kind of like a, We'll go over that at the end of the video because I already know I have problems. So, I'm gonna have breakfast, call my boss, call my mother, do all the regular morning stuff. It's about 11. It's going on 11. Yay. So, a little late start, but I showered, did makeup. It's the first time I've done makeup, at least in like 3 weeks, so yay. Okay, I'm gonna do some work and breakfast, and then we'll get back to rereading. I just got done with work for the day. I've recorded 3 videos for my channel, and I've been rotating shirts, so the shirt's been it's been like, oh, you're back. But I'm very tired. It's very late. It's like 8. It's like 9. It's 9 right now. I'm going to read until I get into Act 3. And then I'm gonna chill. I'll finish Act 3 tomorrow. This will sound really bad. Confession time. Yeah, also my house is really dirty. Just ignore it. I've been sick for like 3 weeks. I haven't been able to get up and dust or sweep or really organize for a while. So my house is not great right now. Anyway, confession time. This feels like such a chore, rereading my book. I don't know why. I don't know why it feels like a chore, but I know that I have to do it. And this is such like a first world problem, like woe is me. Like I already know that I'm definitely gonna have to kind of rewrite the book when I revise it, but that's what you should do from draft 1 to draft 2 is really implement changes. It's just a lot, it's just a lot. But I really just have not had any motivation to read this because there have been a few days where I knew I had, you know, an hour or 2 of energy that I could have been spending on my book. And instead I was just like, I haven't checked on the state of local politics lately. Wish I was exaggerating or joking. Let's get through it. Let's just read it. I mean, I think my issue with rereading my book, and this will sound really lame, but I think my main issue is that I'm just like, okay, well, I already know I have a lot I need to do. Why do I need to finish this, you know? And I know why I need to finish it, but it's... So let's see what more problems I can add to my list. Child, I am 400 words into my first chapter for the night, and I'm already like writing on a note card. I've highlighted 2 paragraphs that need to be moved, and I'm just looking at it and I'm like, why? Why? I did something abrupt and I didn't want to add another chapter into it. And I'm thinking that I need to intertwine that drama thread a little further into the middle of Act 2 and not so much near the end of Act 2. It's been a long day with mascara on, and that's hard. So I normally don't speak with an accent. I accentuate my words. But, you know, I'm in rural Texas, so I do know kind of the West Texas slang and all that stuff. And I will admit, when I was writing this book, I found myself cutting off G's, because that's very common out here. And when I say that, like fixin', it's not fixing, it's fixin'. You know, something like that. And there's one sentence that I'm really proud of because it's super Texan. He's kept clear away. It's a small trailer park, but he's kept clear away. Anytime I've seen him walk around, he just turns the other way. I'm like, yeah! I know it's tiny, but it's like, yay! Because I really, for a hot second, especially during my break, I was like, okay, do we want to do like the rural slang in the quotation marks so that, you know, the dialect is coming through when they're talking? Or do I want it to just be perfect English and just be beautiful and just be like he said with an accent? And I'm just like, I'm gonna cut the G's off. They're just gonna chop right off. Yeah, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to reading. I've only made it like 400 words in. Oops. No! Oh God. Found a formatting issue. I don't know why. For some reason, in my Scrivener file, it started out as Helvetica or something, and that's fine. It didn't really bother me. And then it switched to like, what is it called? Palatino? Yeah. And then it switched to Palatino, and it went from like an 11-point font to a 13-point font. I don't know why, I don't know when, and now I have to fix it. This is so weird. I've never... What the heck? Wait, did I do that? Let me see. I have no idea. So now I have to go through all 45 of my chapters. That's interesting. I have no idea when it did it. I don't know why it did it. I think it converted the Times New Roman from my original 28,000 word document that I imported in. I think it had something like that, like Courier. It wasn't Courier though. It had some random font. It wasn't Courier, it wasn't Times New Roman. And then on the new chapters, it started doing Palatino 13, and I just now noticed that, and I just now noticed that it was a 13-point font. So, whoops. I mean, it really doesn't matter because I'm going to be doing whole new chapters, you know, but I just thought that was interesting. I thought you'd like that. I really, really, really wanted to get to the end of my book while I still had makeup on and I looked fresh and fly. I made it about 8 chapters in and I just want to go shower. It's been a long day. I've done quite a bit of videos, quite a bit of work, and I really just want to relax. So I'm going to go shower, and I don't know whether I'm going to finish my notes like tonight or if I'm going to finish them in the morning. Well, into Act 3, I'm actually about to break into kind of the stuff I wrote last month. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm reading the stuff I wrote a month ago. That's insane to me. I will say it definitely feels like, we're reading this again because this is so fresh because this is the last thing I wrote and I haven't had much else to really occupy my time because I was sick for so long. But that's okay. I'm gonna work with it. I like how the later chapters happen and what happens in them. It's just the earlier chapters I was being really soft with stuff. I'll go into details more, but I'm gonna go shower. I'll see you in a minute. So it is Saturday, August 8th. I'm supposed to be editing my book by now. However, I've been really sick like the last week. I went to the doctor, found out that I have a cracked rib, and pneumonia. So have an excuse. I'm doing a lot better. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm still on daily zinc and daily vitamin C vitamin kind of gummies because I don't like the pills. I'm on enough pills with everything else I have going on. But I gotta open back up all of my programs because it's been like, I think a week or something crazy since I last was working on my document, and my computer was like, bye, I'm gonna go sleep now. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm officially on chapter 40 and I need to get to chapter 45 and then we can do a wrap up. It's kind of weird because normally my vlogs are recorded like a full week prior to when I post them, and this one's coming out, and this one I'm just kind of finishing up a few days before I like post it, and it's just weird for me. It's just weird, I don't like it. My goal for today is to finish reading my book, and then I can go over kind of the points and talk to you about like my major issues that I found, because it's not just like, oh, I need to rewrite this, oh, I don't like how this is worded. It's like, we need to get to work. And I'm done! Oh my gosh, I'm finally done. Okay, so, whoo, that's interesting. So I started this reread on July 19th, 2020. That gave me 2 weeks break from my book. And I got a lot of this read like in that first week, and then I got really sick with COVID and then pneumonia. And I finished it on August 8th, my reread. So I have some statistics written out that I'm very happy and interested to show you. So I have 45 chapters in my book as of right now, as of draft 1. And I was documenting on an Excel document like the number of problem chapters I had, such as like the chapters that had no problems, small problems, medium problems, big problems. Big problems was like the entire thing needed to be rewritten, so that's like new chapters that I have to come up with. Medium problems were chapters where I just needed to change the setting. I needed to do kind of minor things, but I could keep the guts, like the core of the chapters. Small problems was basically just for chapters where I'm like, I don't really like the wording, I think this could be better kind of stuff. And then the no problem chapters were the chapters where, in my opinion, as of this reread, they didn't have any issues. So I only had 2 no problem chapters. I had 23 chapters that were small problems. I had 17 medium problem chapters, and I had 3 big problem chapters. And these are all of the notes that I took regarding the changes that I need to do, and I have like chapter numbers, but I'm not going to start this revision until tomorrow because I'm tired. My core characters, I really like them. Of course, like at the beginning of the book, I didn't really have my main character nailed down. I didn't have her personality just like on lock. I didn't like it, you know. And so that's why I have to redo big chunks of like the beginning of my book, is because I was writing those down during Nano, and they read like Nano chapters. Fun fact, the stuff you write for NaNoWriMo reads differently than stuff that you're just writing otherwise. Found that out the hard way. Anyway, but I have 2 kind of supporting characters that I really wish I could combine into one character, but they show different aspects that I'm trying to show within my world, and they each serve different purposes towards the plot, so I can't combine them. I wish I could. But both of them have to be totally rewritten. They're very conflict-driven characters, or at least they drive my conflict, so they're pretty important. So I've been outlining like one of them, and I need to sit down and outline the other one a little more. I'm not much of a write out the characters type of writer. I just kind of let them develop as I write. These are the characteristics that came through kind of at the beginning, the middle of the book, and get exploited at the end of the book. But for some of the encounters that I have, it doesn't stay true to these characteristics. And there's only 3, you know, like that one of them's a little shady. So my goal kind of is to rewrite this as a second draft. Most of the chapters, I can, as you can tell by the numbers, don't have to have that much work done to them. I think a little over half don't really need major edits. 25 of them don't need major edits. which is good, which means that I just need to, you know, change some paragraphs, change some things. But there are quite a few chapters that do need to be rewritten. I want to get my second draft totally done by September, get it out to beta readers. While it's at beta readers, I'm going to read this, which is the first 5 pages by Noah Lukeman. And then when I get my notes back from my beta readers, I'm going to implement their suggestions, take their suggestions into account, and then I'm going to implement these suggestions from this book into the first 5 pages, and then I'm going to send it out to literary agents. So that's exciting. In conclusion, this reread really should have taken me only about a week max, preferably like 3 or 4 days. However, that got thrown off when I got COVID and then pneumonia. I really don't know if I will be able to get this second draft done for September, but that's my goal. That's my goal I'm gonna put in place for myself. But my August calendar looks really sad. I have nothing added towards it, you know, for my book, because that's how I keep up with my book. I need to go lay out all of my note cards and look at them and kind of look and see what overall problems I have on my book. It's exciting. We're basically getting into the revision, finally. This took a long time. This took a lot longer than it should have. That's really frustrating, but out of my control. Can't do anything about it. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'm excited for next week, aka like tomorrow I'm gonna start doing all of this stuff. But I'm excited for next week's vlog because it'll actually be like my first revision vlog. Like I said, I don't plan on revising this book that much. I don't want to pour my heart and my soul into this book because my goal is to get it published. So I'm being kind of hard on my book and myself when it comes to this. I can't believe I wrote a book. I'd like to think this is a genuine first draft. Based on my notes and the reworks that I'm gonna have to do, I think my book's gonna end up closer to like the 90,000 word count, which is a little high for me. Right now, as of the end of, I went in and I did minor revisions, you know, I changed long to lounge. Like I just corrected some words that I didn't do when I was writing it. But my current word count is 88,707 as of me rereading and fixing some words. So I was like, I don't think that's what I meant. Anyway, I'm gonna let you go. So thank you all so much for watching. If you made it this far, please hit that like button. I post writing, revision, rereading, kind of like vlogs, if you will, writing vlogs, most Tuesdays, and then I do other 2 videos on Fridays. So thank you all so much for watching. As always, let's get writing. Bye.